We had our power out the other day. I'm just noticing this. And this line here is really low. This isn't the power line. The power lines are the two practically invisible ones that you can barely see them up here. Can you see them? Geez, I can't. Oh, there they are. So those are the hot lines. This is phone and cable. And you can see how low that is. And then up there, well, there's a tree down. So I'd say that's probably what knocked these down low. These are probably at like a 10-foot marker now. So like if we get a box truck in here, box truck's gonna take those right on out. What do you think, Ted? Ted didn't think much about it at all. We got a lot of wind last night. It's ironic because we hit the, whoops, yikes. We had the tree clearing guys from the line company, and they had come in. Well, you can see how bowed that is. They had come in and actually had started a proactive cleaning that was, clearing rather, that was scheduled months ago. And they managed to come up yesterday, and then we had like 45-mile-an-hour winds. Well, maybe not that fast. 35 mile an hour? I don't know. Whatever they were enough to blow some stuff down and obviously knock things down on the lines. But it was just ironic. It wasn't related to the tree guys. It was just bad timing. Stuff like this is always fun. So that's been hanging on the lines for a couple weeks. I don't know if anybody's actually even reported that. It's obviously from that big birch there. That's a big branch. Hey, Ted. That's about it. So this is where the end of the power lines are. And nothing's down here, so this all looks good. So Ted and I are heading back because I want to get that tree out of the way for Greg, because I don't think his Buick is going to make it over that tree. And I don't think Cheryl's going to make it over that tree. So I got a call from Mary while I was at work. I had like maybe 5 minutes left of the day, so no great tragedy. She told me the power was out, so I said, okay, no problem. I'll head home and get the generator fired up, and we'll be all set. So I tried firing up the generator, and because we haven't had as many power outages as we normally do, the battery in the generator was like, grr, 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 and it croaked right out on me. I'm like, ah, crap. So I figured I would jump start it off from the RTV, and the jumper cables that I had didn't quite meet it because they were too big. So my neighbor had some jumper cables. So my neighbor Dave ended up grabbing, he's got these little tiny jumper cables, but I needed to kind of lift the dump body in order to get the cables hooked up properly. Not remembering that I'm in winter mode now and my plow was taking up that hydraulic, and Dave's standing in front of the machine, and then I go to pull the handle to lift the dump body, and instead it moves the plow, and then I hear Mary yell, "Hey, you're gonna squish Dave." And I look forward, and yeah, I'm moving the plow, getting ready to plow my neighbor off the concrete decking. So yeah, sorry for almost killing you, Dave, especially after you're nice enough to bring your jumper cables over. Didn't get the chance to video any of that because the fire speed. Our garbage guy was actually coming up the road and he needed to get through, so I didn't get my camera ready. And I lost my co-pilot. He went back in the house because he said it was too cold. Thanks, Ted. Oh, I see a little bit of remorse. There he is. He missed the ride. So ironically enough, my lack of preparation was due to the fact that we hadn't had any power outages. I think I was just getting complacent. And the generator, normally we would probably be using that maybe once, sometimes twice a month, and it'll get like 6 hours on it, just because we would have that many power outages. So we hadn't had a power outage now for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, and I hadn't started the generator. So when I went to start the generator, it was guru. I'm like, yeah, that ain't great. So I guess that's what I have to do, is I just gotta put it on schedule now to make sure I start it once a month. I used to do that years ago anyways, and I stopped doing that, and that turned out to be a very bad practice. And then the thing of almost killing my neighbor with a plow, that's just thinking of too many things at once. I just gotta go one step at a time. Anyways, that's it for us. How'd you do?